You could take a guy like Canelo. This guy could do. He can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude.
You can compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
When he called out Terence Crawford right after Canelo Alvarez's most recent fight, Floyd Mayweather once again shook up the boxing world. Mayweather didn't hold back, showing his eager to get back into the ring for another high-stakes fight. He is known for his unmatched confidence and perfect record. Fans and observers alike are excited about the idea of Mayweather fighting Crawford, who is widely regarded as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the sport. This adds to the already thrilling and unpredictable world of boxing. You can feel the tension.
Canelo this week actually said something interesting. He goes like, Crawford's a better fighter than Mayweather. Do you agree with that? Do you feel like he is?
I think he's more all-rounded in some ways, but Mayweather was so good at certain things that made him impossible to beat. He really stuck to his niche of style, where Crawford kind of tries to fight the more honest, I guess, exciting, traditional way, being there, just moving out the way, landing the shot, where Mayweather would have you dancing around him and chasing him and falling short and falling in and countering the life out of you, and knew and understood 10-9 rounds better than anyone else. Like, you only have to win 7-10-9 rounds clear and you've won the fight as long as you don't get put down. And obviously he never really got put down. I know there's a few question marks, but for all intents and purposes never got put down, and he was the best, one of the best to ever do it. It's very hard to go a whole career undefeated.
Terence Crawford kept his perfect record by beating Canelo Alvarez by split decision, winning the super middleweight title for good in the fight, which took place at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas on September 13, 2025, was one of the most anticipated events of the year. Crawford moved up 2 weight classes for this bout and walked into the ring full of confidence. Canelo was bigger and stronger than Crawford, but Crawford controlled the pace and used slick boxing, footwork, and combinations to defeat him.
What did you think of the fight?
Man, I loved it, man. I love the fight, man. I love the fight. I did not know how it was gonna go. I didn't think the weight was gonna be a problem for Terence Crawford. I'm on record saying I didn't think it was gonna be a problem, but it stood to be seen. It needed to be seen, and I knew we would have known after the first, second, and third round. You know what I'm saying? And when I seen how Canelo was respecting his jab and how Canelo was respecting his power from the very beginning, I knew how it was gonna go. And I knew that Bud was only gonna get stronger and get bolder, and start to wear him down. Canelo is known to start to wear a little bit in the later rounds.
Everyone said that Crawford was not going to exchange tonight, and he traded with Canelo up close.
Man, Bud is the best, man. Bud is the best. I've been on wax and saying that, Bud. I've been on wax and saying that for a couple of years now. I've bet against Bud on Spence. I bet against Bud on Porter. I didn't think that Bud was the best. I got to give it to him. Bud fans, right? He's hands down. He's the best. He's the best right now. I don't think nobody need to question him no more. I mean, you kind of got to give him respect no matter what. You got to give him respect. He just went up 2 weight classes what people said he couldn't do. He's doing everything that people say he can't do, and he is doing it with ease. Right? You got to respect that.
Break it down for me. How did he win that fight in the way he won it tonight?
He won the fight by taking Canelo's respect. I think he was already in Canelo's head a little bit. I think that even though Canelo knew he was smaller and everything else, these fighters are still human and they hear what people are saying. Canelo was, Crawford was undefeated. Look at what he did to the Spence. I mean, look at what he's doing to some of these people. So no matter what, I mean, you have to take that into consideration.
Mayweather Jr. bet on Terence Crawford to beat Canelo Alvarez because he believed Crawford could win. Even though Crawford was the underdog, Mayweather placed a $50,000 wager on him at plus 148 odds. His gamble paid off when Crawford won by majority decision, returning $124,000. Mayweather's bet not only showed his faith in Crawford's skills, but also highlighted his deep understanding of how boxing works.
Check this out, guys. Floyd Money Mayweather just shared on social media that he bet $50,000 on Crawford to win, and he won $75,000 back. So Crawford, Mayweather 74,000. Most people that I talk to were betting on Canelo. A few people bet on Crawford. How much money did you win on Crawford? $200 here, $200 there. But most people that I know bet on Canelo. And we'll hear from Canelo. We're gonna hear from Crawford, and I'll keep you guys posted. But right now, Floyd Money Mayweather bet on Crawford and made some money. What do you want to see Crawford do next? What do you want to see Canelo do next? Let me know. Definitely interesting developments here tonight. When I watched the fight live, I thought Canelo won. I think Canelo won. I have to watch it again, but with no audio because I know the broadcasters were all against Canelo. They were all against him all week from the rival. I don't expect anything different.
Mayweather has also made it clear where he stands in the pound-for-pound debate by calling Terence Crawford the best fighter in the world. Mayweather praised Crawford's skills, discipline, and ability to dominate in multiple weight classes after his brilliant performance against Canelo Alvarez. For Mayweather, being pound-for-pound means more than just collecting belts. It means consistently proving yourself as the best against elite opponents, and he believes Crawford has done exactly that. Crawford has made his mark as the man to beat in modern boxing by defeating top champions while staying unbeaten.
Right now, in your opinion, who's the best fighter in the world?
We can put Tank up there in the top 10 in pound for pound. He has to be somewhere in pound for pound. And Canelo done something that is amazing when Canelo was able to go to light heavyweight and become light heavyweight champion. Something that I didn't even see him going up that heavy, and he did that. So, but as of right now, I have to put Terence Crawford as.
Crawford has long admired how Mayweather approached boxing, not only his in-ring skills but also how he managed his business and built his legacy. This respect has developed into a genuine bond between the two over time. Mayweather often sends Crawford small hints and advice, which Crawford takes very seriously. He does more than just listen, he acts on the guidance. Their friendship reflects a stronger connection built on shared goals, family values, and a mutual understanding of what it takes to achieve true greatness in sport.
You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever... Keep it real, boy. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll be this. Never. That's some hate type shit to me.
Like plot.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
A few days ago, Canelo told the press, "I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather." This statement was even more surprising considering Mayweather defeated Alvarez in their 2013 fight, when Canelo was just 23 years old and undefeated. Superior hand speed, footwork, and flawless strategy helped Crawford beat Alvarez over 12 rounds, making his performance nothing short of brilliant. Even though Crawford moved up 2 weight classes, he still managed to neutralize Alvarez's power with smart defense and precise counterpunching.
TV, right here in the middle.
Yeah.
Champ, first off, I want to thank you for the illustrious career that you have given us in the game. You've been a steadfast professional in the way that you conducted yourself, and I want to thank you on behalf of all of the boxing media.
Thank you, sir.
Number
my
2,
pleasure.
Champ, I wanted to ask you, this was a fight that we haven't seen from you before. We've never seen you have the sustained and prolonged frustration during the fight. Was there a point in time where you figured that this just wasn't going to be my night? And if you did, when did that happen?
No, I never thought that. I always try. All the rounds I try, but you need to accept it, right? Sometimes you cannot go, and I try all the rounds. I never think about that because imagine. So I cannot think in that way, but I try my best tonight.
And lastly for me, Champ, in the world of comparisons that we live in right now, if you can, compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Canelo Alvarez said that Crawford is much better than Floyd, and Floyd's uncle Jeff Mayweather fired back at the remark. Jeff felt Canelo's comment was an attempt to make Crawford look stronger, thereby making Canelo's own loss seem more reasonable. He emphasized that Canelo's defeat to Mayweather came when Canelo was at his prime, undermining the idea that Floyd was past his best. Jeff also rejected the comparison of defensive skills, insisting that Mayweather's defense was superior even though Crawford is highly talented.
We remember, Canelo, that time was a razor-thin decision. Floyd won, majority decision. C.J. Ross had it with what a lot of people had as a draw. And then the other two judges scored it for Floyd, of course.
Yeah, nobody had it.
And that was a Floyd at the top of his game with a very green Canelo with very little experience, and he still took him, into deep waters. So
what was Canelo? What, 20-something? 20 what? 23, 25?
Yeah, he was. Very, very young in the game, obviously.
Very young. He had more fights than Floyd, and he lost.
Yeah, but
man, that was 30-something years old, 36.
But Floyd was clearly at the top of his career, and Canelo had fought a lot of people. But
how you at the top of your career in your prime? You in your prime? You ain't in your prime when you at 36. That's not your prime.
Did he lose? I mean,
your prime is in your 20s.
It's different for different people.
Yeah, okay. Well, so and that's why Canelo is saying what he's saying.
Want
to make himself look like he did something great.
Greg Hackett, Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s trainer, has added to the debate between Mayweather and Crawford, saying that Mayweather remains the better fighter. Even though Crawford beat Canelo Alvarez impressively, Hackett believes Mayweather's defense and ring IQ keep him ahead. While he acknowledges Crawford's greatness, he maintains that Mayweather's undefeated record and dominance across many divisions give him the historical edge. Hackett's opinion highlights the ongoing discussion in boxing circles about who truly is the greatest boxer of this era.
The Floyd Mayweather that Canelo Alvarez fought.
Yeah.
And the last version of Terence Crawford that we've seen in the ring.
Yeah.
Who's the better fighter, Jim?
Of course you got to give it to Floyd. Floyd at that time, Ben, what's up? Floyd at that time versus Canelo was in total confidence. His skill set, his IQ, you know what I'm saying? Everything he do, he was just a complete fighter that night. But I feel like was up against a lot because he was fighting a guy that we knew something about, but we ain't know too much about. People don't understand how much a fighter could be thrown off by what he don't know. And the reason it throws you off is because you're actually learning about the fighter while you're in there. That's what Bud went up against that night. That's why he didn't look so great to me.
It has also become clear that Eddie Hearn disagrees with Canelo Alvarez's claim that Terence Crawford is better than Floyd Mayweather Jr. He argued that Crawford's resume does not match Mayweather's, pointing out that several of Crawford's opponents were past their prime when he fought them. Hearn noted that while Crawford's wins, especially the recent one over Canelo, are significant, he still lacks the sheer volume of top-level victories across weight classes that Mayweather achieved.
Canelo saying that Crawford's a better fighter than Mayweather. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't. But I think Crawford's a phenomenal fighter. The thing is with Crawford, and I was kind of goading him on this, and it's not his fault, his resume's not that impressive. Like I said to him, tell me your best win ever. This is what I said to him. And you know what he said? Ricky Burns. Right? Now, Ricky Burns is a great fighter. He's my guy. He's a 3-division world champion. But you can't say that he is, like one of the greats. He's one of the greats of Scottish boxing. But if you're talking about one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters of all time, it's not Terence's fault that he hasn't been able to get those fights. But a lot of the guys that he's fought have been done. Even arguably Ricky Burns at the time. I know he went on to win other world championships, but he was kind of on the slide at that time. Kell Brook, Amir Khan, Gamboa, all of these guys. Who else did he beat? Ndongo, like Errol Spence, another example. He is, Terence is brilliant, but he's never actually really had many notable victories. This would be it. I mean, this would be an incredible achievement. But I just feel like at the age that they're at, like, what is going to happen in this fight? And I just see I don't think Terence, because he shouldn't, is going to take that many chances in the fight. He needs to use his movement, use his footwork, which Canelo doesn't like, and win rounds. And Canelo doesn't really like to force a fight. When did you last see Canelo really trying to get a finish?
Floyd Mayweather will always be remembered as one of the greatest boxers ever. According to Colonel Motton, even with all the recent talk about Terence Crawford's dominance, Mayweather's perfect record, ring intelligence, defensive mastery, and ability to conquer multiple divisions set a standard few can reach. Motten praised Crawford's work, particularly his victory over Canelo, but stressed that greatness is built on more than a single fight or moment. It's about long-term excellence, staying at the top, and making history while remaining unbeaten. While Motten recognizes Crawford's greatness, he still places Mayweather higher.
Where do you sit with this? Because two pound-for-pound greats of this era. Canelo, we see the resume. Crawford, you know, two-time undisputed, potentially this weekend becomes 3. I've said in a few interviews, is it skills pay the bills, or does a good big man beat a good little man? How do you see it?
I feel like the skills pay the bills, you know, and I feel like Crawford's not that much littler than Canelo. You know, we've seen in the face-off that they're around the same size. If not, Crawford look a little bigger than. Yeah, for sure. So, you know, really just, we're going to see tomorrow, you know, how it plays out. Whoever the better man is that night, I feel like will win. You know, I feel like it's even playing fields and, you know, both guys coming ready, so we're just going to have to see.
If Terence does win this, a lot of people are saying that puts him as the greatest of all time. Now, I know it's hard because obviously you've been with Floyd, and a lot of people are saying Floyd is great, but does that at least put him in that conversation with your Floyd Mayweathers, your Manny Pacquiao's, your Sugar Ray Leonard's, all the greats of the past, and obviously Canelo obviously as well, because he'll be there. Does that put him there?
Yeah, for sure. You know, of course, nobody will, but I feel like Floyd will always be the greatest of all time.
Crawford, on the other hand, spoke about his many similarities to Floyd Mayweather Jr. and said each fighter should be judged within his own era. He stated he is the best boxer of his generation just as Mayweather was of his, and that direct comparisons are pointless. This perspective shows Crawford's confidence in his own achievements and his desire to leave a unique mark on the sport, separate from other stars. Brian "Bo-Mac" McIntyre, Terence Crawford's longtime trainer, also emphasized that they will not rush into another fight after the landmark win over Canelo Alvarez. Bo-Mac made it clear that Crawford has just completed one of the most important fights of his career and needs time to recover before returning to camp. He said the priority now should be healing after such an intense training camp and 12 hard rounds. Instead of immediately discussing possible opponents, Bo-Mac recommended a well-deserved vacation so Crawford can recover mentally and physically and reflect on the next step in his storied career.
Get back in the gym. We're going to get back in the gym, and we're going to assess that. And, you know, right now I just want him to go on vacation, have some fun, spend time with his family, man, because we trained for like, probably a half a year for that fight. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of time spent away from home, a lot of time spent away from the family. So I just want him to just go get back home.
And what for you?
Yeah.
And for you? Hey, this thing. Appreciate you.
What you saying about training a half a year?
We trained almost a half a year for that fight. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it was so sharp. You know, everybody.